forward from there, you just progress towards another city. The next one you were heading to, Polyphantasma, which you quickly realized as you edged closer was because there are ghosts? Question mark. Blue floating figures just floating around the buildings and through the area itself. You got just close enough to look at the walls, realize that whatever happened here had happened a very, very long time ago, and then moved your horses back and put them in stables, not tied up, uh, just in case if anything wild was going to happen, they could run away. And then you progress forward into the city. Progressing forward, the first thing you guys saw was a building. You were in what looked like a shopping center, and you caught sight of what looked to be a store, which had a single uh, Depster. A single phantom ghost ghoul floating around it, trying to get in. It looked to be, uh, and to distract it, Xerxes made a little light through it. It lit up. The ghost was distracted. You guys went in, investigated the shop, and Xerxes found something really cool. Some cool lenses that uh, do something. Who knows? Distracting the ghost once again. Distracting quotation marks when you threw a smoke bomb and ran through. You guys headed towards the big castled area. Large walls, and a large grouping of flowers. Interestingly enough, the opposite of whatever flowers was that Wes is looking for. Heading forward, you walk through, realize that the gate needed some form of key, a symbol of some sort that needed to be pressed inwards, form of star it looked like. And so you went off again. You found a church, went inside. By that I mean you looked into the windows and saw that there were a bunch of ghosts praying to a really mangled corpse, weirdly still together, still able to be seen as a corpse, and saw whatever you were looking for right around its neck. Gorses! Uh, with a very elaborate scheme, Kinsey was able to grab it with Mage Hand and pull it off while West and Steel pushed the doors open. And it all worked out. You guys made the super quietly. I'm sure no ghoul gorses or ghoulies knew what was happening. As you got the thing out and head back to the gate. At the gate, you opened it up, went forward, saw that as you entered the castle-like building, the basically everywhere but this straightforward path was blocked off. And you walked up the stairs to a very large throne room. There you found a few things. You found a strange crater with little broken shards of crystal, purple crystal on the ground, a destroyed throne, and not backwards, window behind it, and a journal on the ground. Picking up the journal, you looked around, and two creatures fell from the sky. Very bat-like, interesting creatures. Uh, don't they look like lungs? Uh, you guys fought them, murdered them, and afterwards, after walking around a bit, kind of like getting a vibe for the area, trying to piece things together, investigation style, you Xerxes caught also sight of a corpse, a older woman who was hard to discern. Um, and then decided probably best to find a safe place. Kinsey, throughout the night, studied the little journal, and revealed to everyone what it all said. And from there, you guys left. You escaped, made your way out, got on your horses, and started to uh, head outside the city. And so, from there, we start with the little clip clops of horses' feet against very tough stone. Pushing your way forward. Oh, I don't even have music on. Oh, like I'm out of it today. uh, Let me grab that real quick before we push on. We don't want the fight music. Okay. So, to the clip clopping of horses' feet against rough, barren, black stone, you guys make your way forward, back the path you came, heading first to the main tower that you spent a night at. Well, after the Reaper incident, and as you do, pushing forward, you watch the city fade behind you and find yourself within a larger grouping of trees once again. While you're moving through these masses of trees, the ones that fade and then come back and then fade, you see more wildlife than normal, uh, which isn't still a lot, but more squirrels catches your eye, rabbits, other strange little guys, and if everyone could please roll me a quick perception check as you're kind of just taking quick glances around, moving through the forest.
Oh boy, and we're recording, right?
Sarah? Yep.
Okay. 10.
Okay. In that case, I think that means. 1 second. Ah. All right. Yeah. Xerxes. Looking around, you just barely catch farther in front of you down the regular path you took earlier. Bears, familiar as before. Almost the same bears as before. um, kind of like making their way very slowly, almost like walking directly into your path. And then looking over and turning themselves towards each of your horses and you all. This is pretty far down the path. They can definitely see you from what you can tell. A little hard for everyone else to see them if it's pointed out, but yeah, that's all.
Stop your horses.
Hmm.
Do you
What?
see that up ahead? Up ahead.
You all
Are those
slow
the
down.
bears from before?
They are, yes. We should probably go around them.
We're not like, there's no like path we're following, right? Like we're just walking.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you like went down a very just the same place before, but there's no like direct path that you should go.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we just walk to the left until we can't see them anymore and then go on?
How far away are they?
About maybe 200, 250 feet.
Hmm.
You guys just gonna go left?
Should we stealth? Should we?
If there's like any path we can take that like puts any like objects between us, like trees or bushes or whatever, or unless it's like just plains.
You guys are still in the foresty
Yeah,
area, the
okay.
dead woods. So, yeah, you could find a way to put trees between you all for sure. And you guys are not stealthing. Just gonna go around.
Should we stealth?
I mean, I don't think there's any harm in trying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So with stealth, it does mean that you're going to be going slower.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So that's kind of like the fault. If you guys fail, then they might be able to catch up.
Well, I mean,
That's all.
But
I
are they
mean, we're
gonna
not
get
gonna
us
like
anyways?
stealth the whole way. We'll just like stealth until we can't
I
see him
mean,
anymore.
didn't we? weren't we like much faster than them last time anyway? Like they stopped
Yeah.
following us because we went way faster
Mhm.
than them.
Yeah.
What if we just like while we still have the distance between us, just like speed up
Just
and
book
go?
it.
Yeah, book it.
Yeah, let's
Go
just
around.
book it to
Mhm.
the left.
That's what you guys gonna do?
Yeah.
Believe so.
Awesome. You guys, you like keep your eye on the bears, but you guys turn over and just dash around. The
Woohoo.
clip-clopping on the stone gets much louder as you guys start to make your way around till you can pretty much not even see the bears anymore. You see just before they totally fade out of sight, uh, they seem to like start to be like looking at each other and then looking towards the direction that you guys were going. But yeah, guys, make your way forward. Go all the way left and then take a right.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Start to make your way around. Um, yeah, I guess as you like keep like looking back and forth, they seem to like want to follow you. And Xerxes, as you're like starting to like lead everyone forward much faster, you like take a turn to your right and you see them like off in the distance trying to catch up. Um, yeah, they just can't make it. Awesome.
These loser bears.
Loser bears.
You guys make your way forward to where you think is the right direction to the tower.
Mhm.
It seems right.
Seems right. Looks good. Uh,
Looks
fi-
fine.
find your paths and quotation mark. And go for it. It is a full day before you make your way and find yourselves at the tower. Familiar towers before. Maybe I can put you guys on the map. Oh my god, sorry. Yeah.
We
Make your
do
way.
not forgive you.
Make your
You
way towards
can't
the
sneeze
large
here.
tower. Um, where I assume you guys start to pit stop.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Uh, yeah, not much going on. You tie your horses up to a tree.
Mhm.
Go back to the tower. It's no one new here or anything. Same as you guys left it. And you sit down, take a breather,
Mhm.
and assumably get to rest.
Woo.
It is very, very quiet travels. Not like a disconcerting quiet, just weird after everything that's been going on. Um, as next morning comes, you assume, as the blizzard is starting to stop, you get yourselves ready. The blizzard stops, mount on your horses, and leave the strange purple haze behind.
Oh
And
man.
eventually, you find yourself starting to approach very familiar, shabby walls. Uh, in the same condition as before. You guys, let me put you guys on the map. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, Alicia.
Okay. All right. Anyway,
Did anyone
um,
see that? Sorry.
you're looking, pushing your way through the dead trees into very familiar, constantly familiar, barren, mountainy hillscape. Wind pouring down on top of you all, colder and colder than before. Uh, you see just enough in the distance. Very tiny onyx black walls, just large enough, like maybe like over buildings, but not much higher. And the same dark buildings made of strange wood and different stones. See some people watching over now, watching over on the side of the gate. Just a couple people in heavy cloaks and coats, and looking over, seeing you guys start to like move forward, and you watch the gates start to open to the heavy walls. Find yourselves inside.
We made it.
The best place to look for someone to guide us where we're going, or to ask for directions, I suppose.
Um, last
All right,
time,
what time is it when we get here, Josh?
Time is relative, but you do see you see far in front of you. You see the purple haze kind of pushing very slowly. It's not going to be here for a while.
Okay. All right. How many?
Yeah.
About how many hours would you say?
I'll give you a couple hours. I get.
Mhm.
Time is relative.
has it been like coming from and going in the same direction every time?
It's it always comes from the east side, and then it wipes over and finishes on the west side, and then comes over on the east again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, last time Xerxes was like looking around town, did she like see anything that seemed like a communal place, I guess?
There's not exactly like many like taverns or
Mhm.
anything, but you you did hear Litro talk about the scouts
Mm-hmm.
a couple times. I'm sure there are people you could ask about it. Perhaps people
Yeah.
that are standing on top of a big wall. But no places that seem entirely like being like
yeah.
yeah.
Mm. I'm trying to wondering what I should even ask. um, I guess Xerxes is gonna like try and call attention of one of like the people standing on the wall.
Yeah.
Just like calls out to them.
Call out to them, and you see like both of them like look at each other, and then like one
Mhm.
look down. It's this similar to Litro, almost elven,
Mhm.
with this pale blue skin, dark eyes. Hello. This is in Abyssal, of course.
Yeah. Hello, I was wondering if you would know of any scouts that could help us travel somewhere possibly.
Yeah, the scouts building is further. Like points out. Just head towards closer to the center of the city. Should find it. Uh, Big building, bigger than the rest. Besides the church.
All right. Thank you.
Of course.
Um,
Starts talking with his buddy.
Xerxes like takes the lead and starts like tells the others like in the center of town is where we will find the scouts. I'm hoping that one of them can accompany us on our trip to Polyphantasma.
That would be the best case scenario, but hopefully at least someone has some tips on places we can stop, if not that.
Do we have to worry about getting a scout back to the city?
They live
Or
here.
can
It's
like,
not our
go along?
responsibility.
I guess so.
All right, and you guys head forward towards the center of town. Yeah. So as you guys push forward, you see almost like across from the church, a fairly bigger building than any of the other ones around. No crazy like symbols on it. You see very like slightly on the side like carved into it like a symbol of like a star, similar to the one that you had previously seen, but kind of like had to look for it. Uh, yeah, that's about it. See, not many people entering or leaving. I think it's about that time where people are like kind of worried about maybe the blizzard's gonna get faster. And are hidden in houses.
What if it ran?
And when I do say similar to the symbol you saw in the other city, it has less points. It's a star, but smaller, and 4 points instead of the weird 8 that the other one had.
Is there somewhere for us to like tie our horses up?
Yeah, you can tie them back
Yeah.
up towards the stables, towards
So
the front.
yeah, I guess we do that. We don't waltz in with our horses, and
We waltz in on our
we waltz
horses.
in on our horses.
On them.
On them inside, we have to duck our heads, and the horses do.
No,
too.
we all hit our foreheads
We
one
all
at a
heard,
time.
Oh, my horns!
Wes doesn't fit through the
Well,
door
yeah.
at all.
Wes literally gets knocked off his horse.
And I guess if we can just go in, and Xerxes just like walks inside. It doesn't seem like a private building, does it?
Mm-mm.
No. Okay.
I mean, it's hard to tell. It's made out of the same material as every other building,
Mhm.
and but you kind of like you can open the strange wooden, pretty much full door. Open it up, and inside, it's the same material as pretty much every other building you've seen. You see the floors are more of the dark wood, and the walls are entirely of the black stone. Around you see little candles lit inside the building, and directly in front of you, outwards, is this fairly large desk where you see a woman behind, some form of another blue skinned person. This one with brighter blue eyes. And she like looks up, looks at your group, like kind of like tilts her head at the strange array of people.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Hello. My travel companions and I were wondering if you had any either maps or anyone who knew the locations of towers or places to rest. Oh,
It's not.
hello.
Oh god.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
What?
Oh,
you
you
were
were just
glitching out
in the
really bad.
blender for all of that.
Oh.
Yeah.
What did I even fucking say? Hello, my travel companions and I were wondering if you had any maps or anyone who knew where the locations of towers or places to stop are in the plains. We're trying to reach Polyphantasma, but we're not entirely sure of the safest way there.
The city you were just at was
Oh
Polyphantasm.
wait, where are we trying
Right,
to go?
yeah,
now?
we're
Trying
headed
get
to
Nigmos.
Nigmos.
But
yeah.
well, I say
Or-
that instead.
Okay. Are you the ones that were with Pagoma? The group he talked about.
We were, yes.
Let me just send you to him. He can offer you maps and whatnot, if need be.
All right.
For people, we don't exactly go out that far anymore. Not very safe. And she'll get off, like get out of her desk and step out to the side and Follow me. Here's an office. Newly made. She'll step out into this like larger hallway. Just lead you guys towards a small building, a small room. Uh, little wooden door. She knocks on it twice, and you hear from the inside, uh, "Hello." Just opens it. Alright. And you see it's an office. Office of some sort. Looks very bland. Looks like it's just newly set up. There's no like bookshelves or anything. Just a desk. With two chairs, one for him, and one on the other side, just for whoever else might be coming in. And you see Bagama, a white mask over his face, uh, long white hair, very light bluish skin with lots of scars all over the face and towards the neck. And you see that he's wearing this very large blue cloak and little raven pendant around his neck. And he looks up at you guys. Uh, Hello? Come in. All abyssal.
um, Xerxes like gestures to the others to like follow her inside.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, I only have one chair.
It's all right. Xerxes does. She's standing. Doesn't sit down.
There's like one chair other than his, right? Is what you meant?
Yeah.
Kinsey sits in it.
Okay, awesome.
Youngest gets to sit.
Kinsey and Seal share the chair.
What do you all need?
We were hoping that you would have a map of some kind to Nigmos, or would know the locations of towers or any other kind of settlement to shelter from the blizzard on the journey there.
Yeah, I'm sure I could find a map with our old scouting locations. Most of them are kind of put to the side newly. But yes, realistically, you'll be going through Polyphantasma, like I assume you just were.
Yes.
To Nigmos. Itripa is where we assume the problem is coming from. Undead creatures. But I'm sure I could fetch up a map of some sort. I'm sure we have something around there.
All right. Thank you.
Of course, of course. You look at the desk a bit more as he gets up. You see he has like this little plaque, right in front, that says Commander. He is, as he's like walking out, you see he's like no idea what he's doing, and he looks around a bit and as he like leaves the room and steps to the side into the hallway and closes the door behind him. You're left in the bland office. Yeah.
Hmm.
5 minutes go by, and then 10, and then 15. And you see, like, you hear, like, he knocks on the door twice, opens it up, walks in, gets over and steps on his seat. I have a few things. I have this min map. I have a few maps. And he puts out this larger map, very similar to the one that you have, but all written in Abyssal. No weird notes, no weird like scrawlings, and not torn.
Mhm.
Let me see if I can get you the full
The full
original
map.
Black Wizard.
Big moment, guys.
Big
Well.
one. Oh no, guys. It's somewhere in here.
Better be penis shaped.
Method acting, the 20 minutes that it took to find it.
This one doesn't have the names on it,
Mhm.
but it's okay. You see the map in front of you. It would originally already have its normal names. You see anyway that the entire left side has, the same stuff as before. The right side is blank, just like this one. No other towns, cities, anything of the sort. No other like main markings. And you see as you like look at the map, you just see in between points. Particularly, Polyphantasma has 2 in between points into Nigmos. Just directly like the downward path inwards. Pretty clear cut, pretty straightforward. Etripa into Thanatos also has a little like point in between. It just forms like a big triangle.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's not much, but it should offer you places in between, which is good. Again, I don't recommend going towards Etripa. Just just in case.
All right, thank you. How many of these maps does he have? Just this one?
He has like he has like 4 maps with him. He pulls out all 4, as if like there was something different. But they all pretty much look the same.
Okay.
All obviously drawn by different people as well,
Mhm.
but show the same things.
Do any of them have like the same handwriting as ours? Or
No. You get the impression that the one that you have is very special. Yeah. He really wants us to go to the fairs. They're gonna get you this time.
They're gonna get us.
we can just walk around them.
This is a silly question, but I have to ask. Does the handwriting in any of them match the handwriting of the journal we found?
What?
Oh, you cut out, but I assume you're gonna say look familiar.
Yeah, like to the journal specifically we found.
No.
No? Okay.
Well, the journal. Actually, I guess.
Oh, that's
I mean, I assume this is a good question. Did the journal have the same handwriting as on our map?
It does actually. That's
Yeah,
a good
okay.
question. I forgot to mention that before.
I kind of assumed, but
Mhm.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess Sirius is gonna take one of the maps then.
I hope it helps you out.
I'm sure it will.
You see, he kind of like looks a little like nervous.
Can I
like rub his arm every now and then.
can I insight check him?
Sure. Yeah.
Me and all my wisdom.
Yeah. Oh, you and all your wisdom.
My infinite wisdom. Oh, it was almost a 19.
is it bad?
Oh.
Bad sign.
It's average.
Maybe it's obvious. Like maybe I don't know. He has to fart. Yeah, not to hurt himself.
Yeah.
It's like a DC 10.
If you'd like to also roll insight, you can.
Okay,
What?
Oh yeah, can
Uh,
we?
Anyone
Or
else?
can I
All
help
of us.
Xerxes insight?
Don't help me.
I.
I
It,
have a reason.
what's your reason?
West is staring this guy dead in the eyes to try and make him nervous. Waiting for him to slip up.
Actually, yes. Actually, yes. You can't give it
Yo.
advantage. That's such a good reason. That's
I had one for the first time ever.
That's so good.
Think
Ew,
minus the real
there's a
wet.
better chance that you would have rolled well just rolling
Well,
straight on your own.
the
But it is
issue
a
is that
19.
whoa.
Yay!
Oh,
We
yeah,
got
baby, it
our
worked.
desired roll.
Wait, oh wait.
Come on.
It's
I'm
52.
so- No, definitely not a 52.
It's a 52.
It's a
52, guys.
Natural 52.
Natural 52, baby.
Oh, sorry, guys, I
Natural.
used my
Oh,
D100 on accident.
Sorry, guys, I
Hard
used my D52.
52. Hold on.
Oh.
Wait.
You
Wait.
you see him. He looks. He's really nervous. He's maybe holding something back.
Is something wrong?
Uh, no, nothing's wrong.
I don't like the look you're giving me.
It's something
Uh,
with the direction you're going.
Did you say it's
Wes is still
nothing?
staring him in the eyes.
It's nothing with the direction you're going.
I feel like it's something with the direction we're going.
Can I roll an insight too? No, Zeus is like, you're
I
being
mean-
weird.
You guys
You
can't
would-
understand us.
Where are we operating? Oh, yeah.
It's all abyssal.
We have no idea what's going on.
Maybe you see Zeus is getting a little more aggressive, and you could roll in with disadvantage if you'd like.
And
Not doing
Kinsey,
that.
what if we
Yeah.
all rolled intimidation checks to help Zeus?
Kinsey
I'm
pulls out
already
his
in it,
little
baby.
boy lad
Yes,
dagger.
eye contact.
if you Sage and Salem, if you guys would like to roll intimidation,
Sure.
help out even further.
Oh my god, 13.
It's almost like we're children.
Hold on, I'm pretty sure. Wait, what's my? I
This
think
guy's
I
getting
don't think I
stared
have-
down by these two
Can I-
children. I hope he's really intimidated. I hope he's
Can
really
I roll an
intimidated.
intimidation check
Yeah.
for my staring at him?
Do
if
I
you'd
get-
like, but I think
Can I get
I
an
think that got
advantage?
reflected from that got reflected from the advantage of the insight check. I think
Okay.
that would have.
Can I get
It's-
advantage
it's
on
a
my
lot.
intimidation because I'm a really weird?
No.
kid?
Really no.
What if Seal walked on the
What
ceiling?
if Seal activates his dread form?
That would be a different scenario.
Can I get a advantage on my intimidation check because I was a warrior cat role player when I was a kid?
I was also a warrior cat role player.
I was
Uh,
also
We all
a warrior cat
You're
roleplayer.
not special, Parker.
No, I was getting buffs for all of us. If they said yes to me, they'd have to say yes to everybody.
So true. It's nothing with the way that you're going. I didn't mean to. I'm not trying to. He's like kind of like leaning back in the chair now.
Am
As
I
like the
allowed to
two
ask?
children are looking at him.
Look, I'm not from here. None of us are. We hope to leave and never come back, so I can't imagine what information you have or problem with our route is going to reflect poorly on you, or what problem there is. I would appreciate transparency in this unfamiliar land that I am a visitor of.
Litra was so good at this. It's nothing with your path. It's the Litro must have lied to you. I was hoping you'd find your way out on your own. There is. You were talking about rifts, and we know of rifts towards the mountains. I mean, Litra must have held it from you for a reason. And then when you didn't know, I assumed. Um. Uh, I mean, she clearly had a plan for leading you all forward. I just didn't want to spoil that with her death.
What kind of rift in the mountain?
Well, there's many. Uh, we don't go there much anymore, but there are these strange purple things. They lead to other places. Uh, every one of us scouts that have gone through haven't come back. Um, it's right next to the well, the soul well. At least that's what uh, someone called it. Ooh.
And there is nothing of the sort in Nigmos or Polyphantasma or any city. Rifts only in the mountains.
Not that I know of. I mean, there might be. I've never been to Nigmos. I've never been to Polyphantasma either. Um, I know I can't convince you, but Leetro clearly thought you could do something. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. You haven't done anything. I'm just left wondering if we weren't told of this out of our own interests or out of hers.
I don't know. I wish I had an answer for you.
Do you know anything about Polyphantasma or Nigmos or what is even in there?
No. I mean, everything happened there. I mean, hundreds of years ago. I wasn't alive at the time. Not born yet. There's no stories anymore either. I mean, I just can't. Everyone that would have remembered doesn't talk about it. Or they're dead.
Lovely. These mountains. How would one go about traveling there?
I mean, there's a few ways. You can go right through the middle, or they're not too difficult to climb. Most of them have strange pathing on them, very rigid. Um, uh, the middle path is probably more dangerous. That's where a lot of the birds prey. But the mountains will going up them will take more time. And then I mean you have to worry about the pool.
Is there any shelter from the blizzard up in the mountains other than just caves or crevices?
None that we made, but there's caves and crevices if you can find them. If they haven't been entirely covered up by other creatures, they work. Uh, it's pretty hard to find them though if you get there too late. I don't know. I'd play it safe. If I were you, take them when I see them. Might take more time, but I don't know.
How long has it usually taken your scouts to travel through these mountains?
I mean, it's been a long time. When I was 12, they left for maybe 4 days, so 2 forward and 2 back, but they were being fairly safe. I'm sure if you just run fast enough, you could just make it in one, but I mean, that's a lot.
Would horses be of any help, or is it too steep?
Not the mountains, but you could probably take them through the center.
Alright. Well. Pardon me, please give me a moment to speak with my companions.
Of course. Like, kind of like leans back again. He like is like really beating himself up. That's all.
Apparently, there are reefs in the mountains that we were not told about.
Do we know where in the mountains?
I'm not entirely sure. Just
Any idea where the rifts lead?
they don't seem to know much about them at all. Apparently,
Didn't-
people went in and never returned, so.
Did anything come out?
I don't think so. He really does not seem to. He's never been, personally. This happened when he was a child. People traveled to these rifts.
And are the mountains traversable? So that people traveled there?
He said if you're safe, it is a 2-day trip to them. 2 days back. But there is no settlements anywhere to rest. You would have to be lucky and find somewhere amongst the rocks.
See.
Did Lithro know about the rifts?
She did.
Maybe she thought there was a safer way out in the cities.
Or maybe she wanted us to get something for her.
It's also a possibility. So, are you saying anything? I'm just hearing static.
No.
Okay.
My sensitivity is too low, but then it cuts out.
And at this point, I'm not entirely sure what we are to do. I would hope that the solution is as simple as going to the mountains and hopping into a rift and hoping it takes us back to the prime material plane, but Things are never that simple, are they?
I can't imagine.
I mean, even if we go to another plane, is it worse than here?
It could
It
be.
really depends.
Like what?
The elemental plane of fire, perhaps.
Oh.
There are
Do you
other
think-
layers of the abyss as well.
Do you think we could like make our own caves or something in case we don't find any?
No, I don't think that.
Oh. I'm out of ideas.
Thank you, Seal. I'll take your ideas into consideration.
Have they got any of that that warming liquid? They pour it into things and it warms up the area. Do you think the porta tent might be able to hold in any heat if we was to use any of that
My only
as a last
concern
resort?
is the tent couldn't possibly withstand the blizzard.
Right, there's hail and such. Do you have any idea what Lytra might have wanted in the Polyphantasma or Nigmos?
That journal, the symbol we found. He doesn't seem to know of anything significant in either of these towns. Obviously, we saw otherwise,
Right.
so I can
So
only
is it-
imagine what is in Migmos. I almost want to inquire about this symbol. I can't imagine we have much use for it now.
It might be good to still hold on to it though.
Exactly, that is what I was worried about.
What are they gonna do if we keep it?
Who knows? We don't know what it is.
It could very easily be a religious symbol, and it likely is. So I suppose the question is, is it worth going to Nigmos first, or should we head to the mountains?
How long would it take for us to go to Nigmos again?
Let's look at the map real quick. One second.
Did he
Like,
say that to get to there we would go through Polyphantasma again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it would take like a while, wouldn't it?
3,
Mhm.
4,
Like
5.
4 or 5 days?
5 days.
Hmm. The
4
mountains
other
were
days.
2 days if we're safe, and 1 day if we book it.
Mhm.
Yeah, 2 days there and 2 days back, although the 2 days back might be irrelevant if we get out of the abyss.
Yeah, 2 days back, hopefully not.
It'll
Mhm.
also be even faster if you're on horses.
Oh,
If
Mhm.
you're on horses through the ravine. The issue is that the ravine is pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
Problem for
Birds
horses.
in the ravine.
I don't think Birdland is a good idea for our little Victorian boy.
Mhm.
Um,
why are we going through Birdland? Do we have to go through there? Or is,
No,
or
we
is it
don't,
just
no.
lower? Okay.
I mean,
It
if
would just be
we want
faster
to go,
on horse.
yeah,
How much
it could be faster, but it's way more dangerous.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is
It would be
there
so bad if one of us got picked up by a bird. That would be awful.
Well,
yeah,
I
it'd be
actually have
bad
feel
if-
safe for being picked up by a bird, surprisingly enough. That might be a really bad idea, though. I'm not gonna say what it is.
turn into a mouse.
Self-destruct.
break out of the grip and fall. Turn into a mouse as you're falling.
No, because it will just eat me.
Well, it has to catch you midair, but what was I gonna fucking say? Oh my god, what was I gonna say? Something profound, something insightful, I'm sure.
Yes.
Um. Oh yeah. Is there any way to like tell what a rift leads to without actually entering it?
You like look in it. You know, we saw the rift open in Athela. Did we like see? Like, how did it work? How did it work?
It kind of depends on the rift. Very unstable rifts that are just opening. It's fairly hard to see inside. Just because of the just nature of it. It's pretty much all purple or all one color in general.
Okay.
Stable rifts or portals or things like teleportation circle, you can normally see to the other side.
Mm-hmm. If we tied a rock to a string and threw it through a rift and then like pulled it back,
And then we could ask the rock.
Oh no, guys. We throw a
can make
plant through
West
because
a
I can talk to
West
those.
Yeah,
rat,
West
Yes!
and then tie him on the rope, and then
okay, maybe we
kinda,
shouldn't
like,
do that to Wes.
No, do it to like I
We
don't
could do
know.
it to any rat and then talk to the rat.
No, you can do it to
Yeah.
plants too, gang.
To plants.
Uh,
Crazy,
yeah.
really low stakes.
Okay,
Issue?
imagine
Not many plants.
Yeah.
imagine
Well, I
this
can't
though,
talk to rocks.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Xerxes was just like, let me talk to my companions real quick. Imagine Xerxes turns back and goes, do you guys have a pet store here?
Do you guys have
You
Do you guys
sell
have a
animals
rock?
anyway.
Oh, of course we have PetSmart. What are you talking about?
PetSmart
Everyone is
here.
PetSmart.
Everyone is PetSmart.
He says that in common. PetSmart is in common.
PetSmart.
What if
And they
what if
have
we
the little
tie
things where they have the dogs waiting to be adopted, and you can pet them.
what if
Yeah.
we tie a little tiny little string to one of my fireflies and put it through?
Whoa!
Oh my
Like a
god.
Why
thread.
do you need the string? You can't
Kill
ask
'em,
it to go in and come back.
Well,
just
what if
sell
it
it.
can't come back? I mean,
Yeah.
there are a lot of fireflies, so
Can
like
you
we could try
imagine?
multiple times.
Could you imagine being in the Animora and then a rift opens and a
constantly breathing.
single firefly goes?
On a thread.
And then the
On a-
firefly
On
goes
a red
back
thread.
in.
The firefly doesn't go back in; it is pulled back in by a string. By a string.
And then, like,
tied to it.
A few minutes go by, and then the 4 clowns jump out.
And then we put Wes through as an animal.
Mhm.
It's a firefly, but this time
Oh, I'm laughing.
but
because-
this time it can't fly and it is walking through the portal.
Is a firefly funnier or a rat tied to a string funnier?
I couldn't be
feel
a
like the
firefly.
rat
I think
tied
it's
to the
fly.
string is funnier.
The
If you
rat
go to
is
the woods
funnier.
and grab
Maybe
an
a spider
abyssal
tied to
squirrel.
my own thread.
The rat is funnier if we
Like
throw
a
it in.
weird-looking rat. A weird-looking rat is like chucked in, like there's like a force propelling it through, and it's tied to a string, and it like looks around for like 6 seconds, and then it's pulled back in as if it's like
Yeah, it's like
catching on a
this.
play.
Do you think a
In
rat?
my mind, the rat is way funnier because the idea of like pulling the rat back out and like, oh, everything's.
But I love but I love also.
This
I
rift
feel
has
like
to be above the
very-
conference table.
It's a very slight difference, but like the comedic like anticlimacticness of like a rat like being like thrown through, right? Versus a firefly just kind of like idly going by.
Well,
like,
no, this is what we do,
like-
guys. We
like
put
the
a
rift
firefly, we make the
tears
firefly
open.
fly through,
Mhm.
right?
Is it a firefly
And then we pull
size
the
rift?
firefly back, and then we throw the rat through.
A rift to the abyss it tears open in the middle of the Animora Tower, and they're like, "Oh my god!"
A
and everyone
rat
skips to
holding
bed,
a
they don't-
firefly.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! No, dude, the rat. Okay, hold on. We tie a string to the firefly, right? And then we tie the string. Then we tie the firefly to the rat, and the rat is like lifted up as if it's like a helicopter. You know?
I don't think a firefly can lift a rat, if I'm being honest.
The
No.
rat doesn't have to be thrown in.
It's an abyss rat.
Can we
don't
figure
worry.
out how many fireflies it would take to lift a rat?
No.
How many days would it take for me to drink this pool of water? Anyways,
What if we
Anyways,
get
back
one of the
in-
vultures to take us to the rift?
I can talk to animal.
Can we put a save slot here so if we make the wrong choice we can come back?
Can I
my God,
put a
that
save
reminds
state?
me.
I'm quick saving.
Quick save.
Remember, gang, it's not gay if you quick save.
Off topic.
That's my own.
Josh, since last time, did
Yeah.
you play more of that visual novel?
No. Why?
was-
Why are you? What?
I just
This is
remembered it
nothing.
because I was thinking because I was thinking about the about the saves,
Hold on,
right?
I'll be right back
Now,
for like 30
but-
seconds.
Okay.
But I remembered, like the other day, I was thinking, like, man, I wonder what's gonna happen in that visual novel.
I wasn't even there for that, but I saw you guys playing.
It was
What?
wild.
It was crazy. It was crazy.
Was it like a weird one?
Yeah, it's like a
weird? Like
it's,
how?
it's a show. It's like a game show, and you have to date someone or else you are killed. But
It's kind of.
you're in like a simulation. We just found out.
What?
Yeah, it's kind of like Doki Doki, like
Yeah.
that kind of weird.
What the fuck?
Oh man.
Who'd you romance? Is there gay in it? Probably
It's
not.
it's headcanon, but
Yeah.
yeah. Ugh.
I don't have any tissues. This is the worst.
I'm
thing
looking
ever.
at one of my dice. I don't know if the resin was just naturally warped or if I warped it.
Why not both?
With your molten
Fucked up
hand.
little diamond.
My
would that affect how
squishy
it
guy,
Whatever.
my squishy seal guy,
Hmm?
his face rubbed off.
Oh
Um,
no!
What?
Now he's just a white blob.
The squishy seal guy with the.
Not Seal the character, Seal the animal.
Oh,
What?
No.
Where? What are you
don't-
talking
I'm
about?
back.
It's like a little stress toy thing.
What?
Hi,
My
Say
Zane.
it.
seal
And
stress
how did you all
guy,
learn
his
about
face
this?
rubbed up.
We
It
saw a
was, like,
picture of it.
posted in the chat.
It was like
Where?
last week in Muted Chat, like last week before.
Muted chat last. I'm not looking for that, Parker.
I can find it. I don't send that many pictures. I don't think.
Okay.
Anyway,
I'm in a hot flash. Holy shit.
where were we?
Is there any way at all to like fucking zoom on over to Nigmos? We can't make that trip any shorter other than by going through fucking Athriba.
Which sounded like
Mhm.
a great option.
Yeah, it sounded like a really good idea.
Yeah,
I
it sounded like
think
a really good idea.
It is a lot more time efficient to look at them, to like go through the mountains
Mhm.
Yeah.
first, like 4-day trip,
Yeah.
and then if we like can't find a rift we're comfortable going through,
Mhm.
then the fucking 5-day trip to Nigmos.
Like, I feel like if we find any rift that just like doesn't seem to lead somewhere like super dangerous, I feel like we should go through.
No. What if we hop out in the Fey Dark?
I feel like that would look bad. bad. Like it has dark in its name. Like if it's night somewhere,
bad.
maybe we go to bed and then we check back in the morning and see if it's like still dark on the other side. And then if it is, it's like okay, like that doesn't seem good, you know?
Maybe we just like go like window shopping these rifts.
Yeah.
and- until we
Stick your
find
head through.
one. Yeah, stick your head through.
Throw
I'm
our
sure that's
socks in.
not dangerous
do
or at
doors
least
this
like
shit.
mildly illness causing. Until we just like find one that like drops out into a place one of us recognizes.
We're gonna stick our head through a rift and something is gonna pull us down.
Duz is like, oh my god, welcome to my party.
We pop our head in one of the rifts, and it's Victor sleeping.
Whoa.
In a inn.
Oh my god, it's
But-
the guy.
Nobody knows who this is. Well, wait, no. I don't
We
know
know
if
who this
Convencia would
is.
recognize him.
I
He
don't.
is
I mean,
quite
they
loud.
might
I
because he
mean-
does look a bit strange.
Yeah, he's pretty unique looking.
If I saw someone like Victor once in my life, I would never forget
Never
that man.
forget, yeah.
Particularly
So
in
true.
Greasemore, I feel like he was
Yeah.
very, you know.
It was like
Mhm.
gray, pink.
Like, what the fuck? This guy's so loud and bright.
I'm gay.
And then we
I'm
tried to put him to
gay.
sleep, but it didn't work, so we hit him with a fucking book.
With
We
the
got him
bat,
with
I
The
think.
book, it
the
was just
blunt
like
of the
the
glaive.
wooden part of his glaive.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
Man.
Anyways,
This
we've been
sucks.
chatting in front of this guy for so long.
He's like really awkwardly sitting there at this point.
Mhm.
Do you all need rooms?
We would greatly appreciate rooms, lodging of some kind. I
Yeah, you
was
can-
also wondering if it were at all possible for anyone to accompany us on our trip to either the mountains or to Nigmos.
I don't know if it's a good idea to send people to Nigmos, especially.
Well,
I
then
mean-
let us say to the mountains.
Assumably, you will go to the mountains. Best case scenario, you find whatever you're looking for. You leave. Whoever I send is alone on the trip back, and we don't have many people. And this is best case scenario.
All right.
But lodging, I can do. He like shuffles in his pockets and pulls out like a set of silver keys.
Damn, expensive keys.
This is from my home.
You don't. We don't need to stay in your home.
No, but sorry, you just asked for lodging. Oh, I guess there's the church. Oh, these days. Oh, you're so right.
Why? What are the keys for?
Don't worry about it.
Kinsey raises an eyebrow.
He wants to put the keys back.
I eat the keys.
Oh God!
That might hurt, actually. I don't know.
Might.
Maybe.
Might?
It's silver.
It's
Bro.
sharp metal.
Well, it's silver, gang. Looks at me.
It's gonna hurt.
Kind
for
of a
so
weird
many reasons.
creature.
So many reasons it's gonna hurt.
Mhm.
No, don't worry. Wes has 4 stomachs. How he can
you
eat bark.
You can just set up in the church. It's not locked ever. Might be a little empty.
Well, thank you. Greatly appreciate the help.
Mm-hmm.
Xerxes like looks towards the others, and it's like we'll be staying at the church.
All right.
Oh, should we go see East again?
With who?
Perhaps
Say
we
this is yes then.
Oh, okay.
Should we pick up more rations on our way out?
We should.
How much silver do we have?
I have 8 pieces.
I have 5.
I have 5.
That should be enough.
So you guys head out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Pagoma will give you all a nod. Good luck.
Oh yes, I forgot you were here. He does not understand me. It's fine.
You guys make your way out. To the church. Oh, actually, you're getting rations first. Sorry.
Mhm.
To the shop you got stuff from before, the general store.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, make your way over. Fairly simple. You make your way to that same older man.
Oh no, the economy.
What?
With coat to the back. He looks at you all. Hello.
Hello. We were looking for more rations.
Seems like you all survived. They'll start grabbing more rations. How many days?
Ugh. 6.
All right. Grab 6 rations worth for everybody. I think if I do math correctly in my head, that is 4 silver.
How much silver do we have?
There's 4 of us. We have more than 4. There's 4 of us. So
no,
for 6
20.
days each, so 24 rations if one is for one person.
No, 24 silver for all of the rations for everybody for 6 days.
Is
right?
it 1 silver per ration?
It looks that way.
And 1 ration is 1 per person per day?
Yeah.
Okay, so 24.
Hmm.
Kinsey has 8. Seal has
How much-
5.
How much
We
does
have
Xerxes
18.
have?
None.
None?
Uh-oh.
Okay. Well,
Hmm.
I guess we're just using the rest.
So 18 rations.
How many
Oh,
days is that?
That is
If it's
4.5 days.
Mhm. 4.5 days worth. And I put down a single platinum coin, how much is that gonna get me?
Oh, your system is weird. That is 10, yes? That is 10 more? So,
Yes.
okay. 28. No. Pick up a bunch of rations and just play them in front of you.
That's 7 days. That's a week of rations.
For like
Let's go.
12 gold.
Mhm.
Okay. So, anything else?
There's nothing interesting, right? It's literally just
It's so barren.
so bad. No. This has been wonderful, thank you.
Of course.
Of course. He takes the rations and leaves.
No, sit back
Get
down.
rid of our silver.
Oh, right, yeah. When you spend
Hero.
money, you have to get rid of it from your
Right?
inventory.
It's so.
Me when I eat Oreos and there's less Oreos in the pack because I ate
Oh
one.
my god.
Me when I take a nap and there's less hours in the day. and I wake up.
So
Alright.
true.
You all have your rations. I assume you head back to the church.
Mm-hmm.
Woo.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You head to the very large dark stone building. Push very very slowly on the big heavy doors, and I'll put you guys on that map because I can.
You cannot.
Oh, I cannot. Just kidding. We're not allowed to go on that map again.
You
Oh,
mustn't.
let me delete Litra.
No. Oh.
Uh, you guys are within the map. Same as you remember it. The same large tree poking out of that strange like back piece. The pews piled up on top of each other. Little candelabras. That's right. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Set up on each side of the church itself. They
Is
seem
the
lit,
well still glowing?
and the well is still glowing. As you say that, though, I will mention it is dimmer than before.
Oh.
Mm.
See the bits of dim light, starlight coming through the windows, and this place isn't exactly taken care of, but someone did come in and light the candles at the very least. And it is much warmer in here than it was anywhere outside. Yeah.
Are there like any other room? Like, do we see any doors leading to any other rooms?
Yeah. There are these two doors that lead into back rooms. They seem like slide open doors. You
Mhm.
saw Litro go in and out of them a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
Many times throughout the night.
Should we explore?
Yeah, I think we can explore.
We can have a little moment. Exploration.
And totally not steal anything.
We're good
That doesn't
people,
work,
I
folks.
promise.
didn't mean it.
We're not
I meant it just in my
stealing
voice.
from Litro as far as
Unless
I
like
know.
she has like really cool shit, like she's not using
Yeah.
it anymore. So
Unless there's like one of those heating bottle things, we might need that. I think she'd want us to have it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think she'd want us to have it.
After we got her killed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which door do you go in first?
All of them.
Should we go in
Is
the
there a
left one?
difference? Or is one just left and one's right?
Are
Which
the
door do you go
doors
in first?
booby
I'm
trapped?
taking initiative. We're going left.
Okay.
Okay.
We're going
I'm
left.
Are the doors booby trapped?
They are not. As you slide the door open.
Ah.
Zero sees yours standing up.
Move.
I moved over for you, but you moved over at the same time.
We watched Zero Seas and West trip over each other.
So you walk to that slide door and slide it open. You see inside, there is a blue light coming from a small little shrine. Three shrines actually. One directly in front of you, multiple strange star-like pendants lying upon it. No pictures, no paintings or anything, just these pendants with blue candles glowing upon. It reads very softly, almost as if this is like very old painted something that faded very quickly in time in white paint on the dark stone walls. May the stars keep me cold. Xerxes, you would be able to read this actually. Only. And just the starlight pendants hanged over all the candles. Then to the left and right, you see two separate people. To the left, a woman, very similar to Lithro. The pale bluish skin, dark eyes, older. it is hard to associate. But well, I can't say that. But it
Sure
is.
you
It
can.
just looks like an older, more mature Litro.
Don't
You're gonna
worry,
tell us
we
it looks
know
like
it's
the
her
corpse in the
mom. Anyways,
More like starlight pendants laying down. Same blue candles. No words on this. And then to your right, you see a man also very similar. Elven, dark eyes, dark hair. This one's actually interesting. Because for the briefest moment, when you were in the temple of for Larine, you saw that cloaked figure turn around at you. This is him.
Who
Oh,
saw
boy.
this again?
Well, you guys were in the Larine temple.
Did
this
all
is,
of us see this, or did one person see
it
it?
was the wolf guy before.
Yeah,
he
I think
changed
this
to
was
wolf.
everybody.
Oh,
This
Oh,
was the
wolf
wolf
guy.
guy.
This was the wolf guy.
Oh.
Did we kill Litro's dad?
We killed Litro's dad, and we got Litro killed, and we found her mom's body.
guys,
Oh,
I think
boy.
the
Can we
not
add this to our net
Um,
good counter?
No.
the Not Lies playlist is about us.
So yeah, does Xerxes know this body? Sage, are you okay?
Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm
what is
trying to
happening
clean my
to you right now,
mouse.
honey?
I'm trying to clean my mouse, and there's this button on my mouse that like instantly
It's
goes
back.
like back to
Yeah.
the last page.
I love the back button on my mouse. I've never
don't have a
used
back
it when I
button.
wanted to.
You always
Every time I've clicked it, it's been unwanted. We killed Litro's dad.
This one does have writing on it, and it simply says, "Where did you go?" Just in Abyssal.
Oh,
The painting.
How
This is
old-
recent.
How old was the okay, is the figure we see here and then like the guy pre-wolf in Lorraine's temple, they look like exactly the same, like no like aging or anything. Or what?
Aging, but not from getting older, from like having a very rough time. Like like
aging, like becoming grizzled
an-
from
Yeah.
survival. You know, or
They're an
Yeah.
elf, like right? Or elf-like.
fairly elven, yeah.
Makes sense.
You see you saw a grizzled beard on the one in the temple. Very long hair, messy, unkempt. One of his eyes, I'm pretty sure, was it the one with his eye taken out?
yeah.
I think so.
I think so.
Both eyes were taken out from what I remember. Bandana, like
Right. Awesome. Yep, you're right.
like bleeding and
Guys,
stuff. The
everyone
bandages.
got eye stuff going on.
I mean, guys, I think
the
I think we're
birds
2 for
take your
3 on
eyes.
this family. Oops.
Yeah. That's all. That's all that room has.
And those necklaces are similar to like same
Uh,
symbol we've always been seeing.
Yeah, these are pretty much exactly the symbol that Litro was wearing. Litro and her mother, you assume.
Hmm.
But different than, was it different than the one that Wolf Guy
Yeah.
was wearing?
Different than no, the guy would have been. Yeah, he would have been wearing a different one at the time.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay.
And this is also different from the symbol that you used in the
On the-
Mhm.
on the wall.
Yeah.
We've got 3 different symbols so far.
Are these platinum or silver?
These are. I think I said like a black platinum. A strange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, are we going to talk about this?
Talk about the what twist.
This just looks at both of the figures and looks at everybody. I guess not. These
in
and-
Sylvan says, why don't you explain to the children then, since you want to talk about it? Why don't you have a riveting conversation with them about it? What is there to say? It's horrible.
Okay. Wes is confused. He thinks you're being serious. Okay, Seal and Kinsey.
No.
They,
West,
oh,
I was being facetious.
What was he going to say? West.
um,
What?
wow, these pendants are so cool. He picks one up.
Kinsey insight check.
I don't think
Sure.
You didn't lie.
Well,
we both insight check.
Is
sure.
that a deception check?
Yeah, that'd be deception.
Can I have disadvantage on this?
Yes, absolutely. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
am I also
15.
rolling deception? I don't. What am I trying to hide right now?
You're not
What are
trying
you?
to hide
You're
anything.
not trying to
I
hide
feel
anything.
like
I
you're
was gonna
giving the
say-
disadvantage.
Wait. Oh my god, I almost got
Okay,
a
so
nat
we
one. That
both
would have been
roll.
funny. Okay, it's 10.
Okay. Well, Kinsey already incited, but Seal.
I got a 14. I said.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this isn't what Wes was gonna say.
Very cool. He like looks between West and Susie.
She just looks annoyed.
So I'm just kind of like looking at them like.
Kinsey, could I see the journal you found the other day?
Sure. And he pulls out the original copy,
Okay.
which is in Primordial.
Yeah, Xerxes tucks it under her arm. It doesn't do anything with it. But there's nothing else in this room.
No, just the 3 shrines.
Okay.
It seems the father one is fairly recent.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
And
how
There's the
recent?
third one, right?
Yeah, he's the. It's maybe a couple years old.
Okay.
It's from a couple days ago. Maybe a week.
Maybe a week.
Maybe a week.
Oh,
Oh
there
wait,
are 3.
wait,
One is just normal, you said.
wait.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
can I like investigate how? There's no way. Actually, this is stupid.
No,
What?
serious.
I
What?
was gonna
What?
ask, like, how old does it seem? How long ago this shrine was
Mhm.
set up?
Yeah, I was trying
And
to
then
think.
compare it to how long, to try and get a sense of what the time is like. Because if the shrine is recent,
Mhm.
I mean, he could have disappeared forever ago.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The shrine looks to be at most 3 years old.
oh,
But some of it
What
is
about
recent.
at least?
At least maybe a year.
Okay, so
mhm.
a few years old. That guy did look pretty haggard.
hmm
Mm.
Should we investigate the other room now?
Yes, probably.
Should I,
Xerxes waltzes out.
oh,
Schwaltz is
hey,
on out.
do you
Hmm?
do you think I should take the pendant?
If you want it.
It is quite nice. Hmm. Don't tell Circe. He puts it in his bag.
Okay.
Awesome. Yeah, you guys head over to the next door. Open it up.
We're going in.
It's a bedroom.
Ah.
I schwaltz on it.
Yeah, a bed with all like straight up like fur, fur sheets, fur, almost woolen covers. Oh my god, and a big fluffy pillow, and then a desk to the side, almost like directly to the left of the bed, and you see on top of it a bag very familiar to Leech's original. See, it's open. It has like files and whatnot within it.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of different stuff.
Potion vibes.
Yeah, similar stuff that she had before, like different like weird potion things. Lots of vials that are not filled yet.
Mm-hmm.
Some powders, some what almost look to be like spices and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Is anything like labeled, or is there any way to like discern what anything could possibly be?
None of it's labeled, but you've seen a lot of like this stuff before. Not here. In fact, you're very surprised that any of this is in this bag because there is no greenery growing anywhere. But a lot of stuff you recognize from just as regular alchemy materials, but it's really weird. You don't know of any of these materials being used the way that Leetra used them. Yeah, it's. If you would like to take anything from it, anybody, you could gain a full herbalist kit.
I would love a full herbalist kit.
All right. Cool. Take a bunch of the separate vials and some like the packaging and whatnot, and you have a herbalist kit. You may add that to your inventory.
Yippee!
Yippee!
Yeah, not much else here.
No, like drawers or anything.
There's a drawer if you'd like to open it up.
I would love to open it.
I would love to open it up.
Hey, you.
Sorry, Leetro.
You see a variety of pencils, quills, and a little journal.
I look at the journal.
You pick it up. You open it up.
What's in?
Sir,
What?
do you open it up?
Yeah,
Like,
I open it up.
Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh man, I was about to say this isn't cursed, is it? You know how my best stat is wisdom?
Yeah, your best stat is wisdom. Come on,
Oh, oh my god,
Xerxes.
oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Yay!
Oh my god!
Why is this
Holy
gal
shit.
around?
You feel this like heavy pulse in your head. And you'll take 3 points of psychic damage.
Ooh.
And you feel your vision start to blur like heavily, and you shake it off. You guys all watch Xerxes' eyes almost entirely cloud and black, like ink started to like pour in and then pull itself out.
Oh
Mm.
man.
Xerxes?
What? What?
Are you
Hold on,
alright?
Ow.
You should put that down.
Did I manage to open it?
Yeah, you open it up. What page? Do you just open up in the middle or front?
Front.
Yeah, this particular portion seems to be written very childlike. Very young handwriting. Talking about stuff like, yeah, it would have been talking about at this point like stuff like he came back. He's been gone for a long time. Talking about a man who was around a lot previously and gave her a journal upon arrival. He said he like stole it from somewhere, from a different area, and that it was weird that she didn't know there were many other towns outside her own. She talked about learning new stuff with the alchemy supplies. and that she felt like she was always doing things wrong, but they always turned out with like good effects. Uh, so she didn't really get it. She didn't really understand where everything was happening from or why it was happening, but she was happy being at home with her family. Then she said that very soon the man would be leaving with her mother.
Mhm.
The entry kind of ends with like a, I'm sure they'll be okay. Asriel's never let us down before.
Good news. Well, bad news, girl.
Every day there's a blizzard. Asriel lets you down, I think.
Is this journal like the same type of journal as the one in the as the other one?
It is. It's
Mhm.
very similar. Yeah.
I flip like more towards the middle.
Towards the middle. Oh man. Yeah, it's starting to talk about that everything's been really quiet for a very long time. No one's been really coming into the church recently, and she doesn't know why. And that Dad's been acting very strange recently. Um, like something's messed him up, and she doesn't know why. He won't talk to her. But still, she sets up sermons and has taken over for her father, who has been spending a lot of time in the tree recently. She doesn't get it. She doesn't understand what's happening, but she's trying to push forward with a positive attitude because bad things are coming. That's pretty much all. Then you can keep flipping if you'd like.
Yeah. I keep like. How much is there until like the last few pages? I assume it like stops somewhere.
It is almost the entire journal is filled.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a few pages towards the end. That's about it.
What's the end of the journal like?
New people. Surprise. Very similar to then a blank spot. I wonder why they're here. I wonder how they got here. They said that they jumped through a rift. That's strange. Should have turned up in a different spot. But she's happy that they came around. She talks about needing to figure out what's going on. That she knows that she can do something. And that this group of people surely won't mind a detour. As long as it does good things for everyone else. I mean, these must be good people, right? The last person was so nice. These end entries seem to all like have this entire section dedicated to a prayer of some sort, just speaking out to what seems to be Asriel. Stuff about the stars guiding her, about feeling so comfortable with this new cold. That's about it.
Are there any mentions of like just paging through? Do I see any mentions of glory in it? Or winged glory?
No, you wouldn't.
No. Can I open up the primordial journal and compare the blank spots?
Yeah, they are. It seems similar size. Weird enough.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's almost like the text has been moved to accompany a similar blank space because it doesn't make any sense for the names to be the same. Yeah.
What was the blank space and Deitros again?
It was talking about the man that came through.
Oh, and that was the blank space?
Mhm.
Weird.
So, does it seem like it was left blank or like something was
It-
here and it's blank now?
Something was there and it's blank now.
Mm-hmm. And is there any trace of anything there, or is it just as if it had never been written on?
Looks like it's never been written on. Um, yeah.
Just to clarify, it seems similar, but it's not. Doesn't make sense for it to be the same.
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense for it
Okay.
to be the same space. But it looks very similar. And I mean that in the idea of these couldn't be the same names. There's
Yeah.
no reason why they should be the same
Mhm.
space unless they had the same exact letters and same exact spacing in between them.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Are there any mentions of rifts of any kind in the journal?
Yeah, a little bit actually. Seems somewhere towards the start. She talks about the movement towards the rifts in the mountains. That the scouts have been thinking about this for a long time to test it out, and you see like the next entry is talking about like apparently it didn't go so well.
Xerxes, what's in that journal?
Seems to be Litro's diary.
What happened
And-
when you opened it?
I don't know, my head hurt.
And what's in there? Anything of interest or?
In the beginning of the journal, she talks. It seems like it starts when she is a child. And as I suspected, she did take us on a detour. Her words, not mine. Mentions of this traveler again. Mentions of scouts going to the rift many years ago, not going well, apparently. No idea what that could possibly mean. Does not say.
Hmm.
Is there anything about the shadow dragon in here?
Yeah, there's a few things. It does talk about the space in the tree a couple times. It will occasionally refer to like talking about like I visited the monster today. Uh, he's nice as always. Occasionally they'll talk about like I don't understand why he's there. I don't know what he might have done, but it must be serious. He seems nice though. Lots of talk about like it doesn't make sense. He seems like a really nice person. I'm not sure what happened. Yeah.
Oh. There is a blank spot in this journal, like in the one you translated, Kinsey.
Sorry, repeat that.
There is a blank spot where a name should be in the journal, as there
Hmm.
was in the one we found.
It's odd.
Does that show up any other times in the journal that I can like see just by like flipping through? Or is it just
Alright.
there?
Anything else? Sorry.
Like the blank, are there any other instances of like a blank spot like that occurring in the journal?
Yeah, there probably would be. All referring to the same thing. The same person.
And what is it? What is like the context around it?
Uh,
Does it like, is this referring to like the green tiefling? Or
Yeah.
is it some, okay.
Anytime you assume the name of the green tiefling is mentioned, it is not there.
Very interesting. Do I get the sense that if I close this journal, it's gonna fucking bite at my brain again
I don't know.
next time I open it? No, I can't tell.
You have no way to tell. I'm sorry.
Mm. Oh. I don't
What
know.
if you leave it open on the desk?
Yeah, I was literally leaving it open. Yeah, Xerxes like sets it down on the desk, left open.
Okay. Leave it open on the desk. You would have also found another one of those dark platinum symbols in her drawer.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it.
That is not really much. It's best to get some rest now, I assume. Yes.
Most likely, yes. And we'll be
Going to the
headed.
mountains.
Go to the mountains as soon as we can go.
Should we try and get there in a day, or
If we find a cave, it's probably best to play it safe.
And if we don't, I assume we haven't really much choice but to rush.
So you guys set up for the night.
Mm-hmm.
And Z finds himself a little corner. He writes in his diary, probably. Maybe. I'll decide if I actually feel like writing an entry. And
maybe he's just like
And-
doodling cats?
he takes out the sending stone a couple times and just like looks at it and turns it over in his hands before like shoving it back in his pocket.
Xerxes finds her own corner to go off and sit at. And I actually have a question for Josh.
Yeah. Oh.
A D100.
Whoa.
Guys, I just accidentally changed the color on my keyboard and I don't know how to change it back. Ah,
Me too.
fuck. I figured it out.
Mm. Okay. I'm about to pick apart your wording on this. Okay, wait.
I did misspeak a little bit, so we can rearrange if we need. While I'm being picked apart, uh, anyone else have anything particular they need to do? Want to do?
Yeah, what would happen if I dip the amulet in the well?
You want to try?
Yes, I do.
Josh said you want to try way too enthusiastically.
Scary.
Hey, you dip the amulet in. Not much changes. And then you pull it out. It seems pretty much exactly the same, untouched. It looks like nothing just happened to it.
Hmm. He kept saying it. Pretty much the same. Hmm. Can I cast detect magic?
I was just gonna say, we don't have to detect magic up right now.
I can just do it for free. Since we are going sleepy time.
Did I misspeak? This is what I meant. I'm sorry.
Okay.
If I said it otherwise, I'm sorry.
And that's the same case for this as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Don't scare me.
Like Wes just saunters over and does this. Like, oh, doesn't. I don't. He's doing it.
Okay.
He's like glancing out of the
Okay,
corner of his
Josh.
eye.
Okay, Josh. Why did we pitch up a tent? Why didn't we paint our faces and get big clown shoes?
What?
Oh. Yeah, yeah, the amulet looks exactly the same, pretty much. As if you didn't just dip it in
Hmm.
probably scalding hot liquid.
Oh yeah, it didn't heat up the metal at all.
No, actually, no, it didn't.
Huh. Was the metal cold to the touch before?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Maybe not colder than the area around you, but
Yeah,
it's
but
cold.
It's a metal in a cold environment.
Yeah.
Does Wes get
Um,
any magic from anything?
Yeah, I'm doing detect magic.
Oh, you're doing detect magic. Yeah, it's the same strange, like unplaceable magic from the one you actually detected before with the body. With that, I guess I'll just give this to you. All the pendants in the shrine too, all the same. All the same, like unplaceable magic. It's actually like a little overwhelming, because there's so many of them.
And does the well have is there magic in this?
There would be. I don't think it'd be any particular school.
Okay.
I think. Yeah, but magical.
Hmm.
Same way you get like magic from like magical items and whatnot. Hard to place.
Wes dips the amulet in again.
Dip it in. Pull it
He
out.
holds it there for like 5
We hold.
seconds this time.
Okay,
And then pulls it out.
it's the same.
It should have been 6
Same
seconds.
temperature.
Okay, he puts it back in for 10 seconds.
Okay.
Oh no, it's 6 seconds.
What's the difference?
And he takes it back up.
Maybe you
Different.
need to pray.
Yeah,
That
pray to
thing-
Asriel.
That thing we see happening all the time
Mm-hmm.
in here.
You're not thinking
In the
about that right now,
church.
okay?
Kinsey can see like Wes just like dipping this amulet in
Yeah.
and out over and over, right?
Yep.
Just watching him.
Wes, what are you doing over there?
The he just like gestures at the pool and that.
Are you having fun?
No. What do you mean?
I don't know, you just seem very focused on it.
It's
But-
testing.
Right.
Science.
I'll leave you to it.
Can Circe go back to Luitra's bedroom and try to identify her like journal, her diary?
Yeah, you cast identify on it.
Wes is trying to hide what he's doing from Xerxes, by the way.
You're lucky Xerxes is busy and has very low passive perception.
Cast identify on the diary. It is trapped. You get that impression. It has some sort of curse on it, to where if you don't say a particular phrase while opening it, it'll zap you. And if you are, short of will, you will be blinded for 10 minutes.
Does Xerxes get to know what the phrase is to say?
Just with the stars. It seems to be in a more traditional sense of abyssal. Unlike normal, like common tongue, feels very, traditional.
Okay. That's all.
Okay. Wes, are you still dipping?
He does it like 2 more times and then stops.
Okay.
And he leaves it in there for increasing lengths each time.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems always cold to the touch as you pull it out.
It
Are you
doesn't get
getting
hotter.
anything?
Doesn't get any hotter.
West goes to put his hand in the well. Slowly. He's like, he just puts it a little bit closer.
It's really hot. It is.
I'm gonna walk up to. I'm watching Wes do this.
Hmm?
I'm like leaning
It's-
over the well.
It is hotter than like boiling water, like regular boiling water.
Like the sun.
Please don't put your hand in the well.
I will not. West dips the amulet back in. Okay, sealed. So the well is very hot, yes. But then I take this out And then Wes grabs the part that was in the
Mhm.
in it, and it's just like regular temperature still.
So cold.
Does not get hot.
I'll reach out and grab it. And it's cold. Right?
Or maybe cold magic or something.
Can I stick like a can I like put a javelin in the well?
Wait, no. I have a twig in my hair. Can I put it in the well first?
You guys could both do them. You guys.
I'm just throwing this twig in.
Sacred
hot.
well.
Does it
Uh,
get hot? It's a sacred knife.
The
Kinsey's trying so hard to focus on his diary, but he keeps like anxiously glancing up. What am I doing?
the twig, as it touches like the liquid, burns up immediately.
Whoa.
Seal, as you stick the javelin in, pull it out. Seems like steam coming off the javelin.
Ugh. I don't think it's cold steam.
No, I do not either.
Kinsey hides his face in his diary.
Oh man.
Just holding the steaming knife in front of my face. I'm squinting at it.
1,000-degree knife challenge.
Do you think this can cut through rubber?
Wait, what if you dip it in it and then you stick it in the floor?
But can I stick it on the floor right now?
It's
Right
like,
now.
it's definitely starting to like cool off by now.
Okay,
Mason.
well I'll double dip.
No,
That
worry,
was
I'd like 7 dip.
Stick it in. Pull it out.
And really quickly.
Yeah. Very quick. You just slam it into the floor.
I mean, I'm not gonna like slam it. But you know, does it like go in with ease, more ease than normal?
You're like pushing down then.
What does the floor made out of?
Yeah. What
Uh,
is the floor made out of?
It is made out of stone, like dark
Uh,
stone.
The
God, it's on wood.
is stone easier if it's to cut if it's hot? I don't. Wes,
I do not
is
know.
it well? Wait, does it go through?
As you stick
Easy.
it to the ground and kind of like push, steam starts to like rise up from the floor really like aggressively.
Whoa.
Oh, whoa! Looks kind of cool.
You you lift it up, made a bit of an impact.
Mm.
Did I fuck up the knife?
Yeah, did you fuck up your javelin? Roll. What would I even do for this? I'm gonna roll for the javelin.
Why is a javelin? I
A
thought that
constitution
was-
saving throw for the javelin. What's the constitution modifier on a javelin?
It's metal.
Should I roll
But
like
it
a
has its
weakness
sleight of
to fire.
hand, a grace check, a nimbleness check? With my mobile fingers. I don't have any.
Sure.
I have a +1 to sleight of hand. It's just
Sure,
dex.
I'll just sleight of hand.
Okay. Ooh, 17. Or wait, 17 plus 1, 18.
Should have had it implode. No. The javelin's
no
fine.
shrapnel everywhere.
Yeah. No terrible trauma.
Oh, Seal, I have a idea. West goes to lick the amulet.
Yeah. You just
Does it stick to his tongue?
it I'm gonna say with like the temperature around you being as warm as it is, probably not. Even if the
Good.
amulet itself is cold, but you lick it, tastes like metal.
Hmm. Hmm.
I have an idea.
Hmm.
Um,
Yes.
can I try and take the amulet from his hand?
I mean, you can ask for it.
Yeah. I mean,
Alright,
Zeus kind of
what-
like reaches out, not like
Yeah,
aggressively.
Wes
but-
hands it over. I lick the.
Um,
I lick the skull.
Okay, I'm gonna I'm gonna dip the javelin in again.
I hope the
Mhm.
Weaver
Um,
talks to you about this tonight.
We are just really
the
light.
fuck are you doing? Um,
You're embarrassing me.
you're embarrassing me. Okay, and then really, really quickly, can I like touch the hot metal to the amulet? Does anything happen?
As you do it, you see as you like press against it, you watch like sparks fly off.
Oh my
Whoa.
god.
Oh.
Whoa.
You watch as you like keep like pressing down, like the sparks start to like slow down and stop as the javelin cools off very slowly.
Wait, did it fuck up the amulet?
No,
Oh.
the amulet
Whoa.
looks exactly the same.
Kinsey, wait, look at this.
I'm
I'm gonna do it
looking.
again. Check it out.
Sparks fly.
It is like a golden indestructible. Whoa.
Very
Hey,
cool.
do you think if an animal eat this,
If it ate
it
it,
would just stay the same?
maybe.
Why don't you eat it, Seal?
Eel is not an animal.
It's kind of spiky.
Hmm.
I mean, Wes just licked it.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean,
Let's
seems pretty
take the
neutral
amulet back and
moment.
dips it back in the thing again. Now there is no west bit on it.
We cleaned it.
Yes.
Hmm.
I wasn't being serious. Please don't put it in your mouth.
Oh,
Okay,
let's kind of look
Uh,
down a little bit because he had synthetically used it.
it's fine.
Hmm.
It was informative.
Hey, do
Okay,
you-
it's been 10 minutes. Xerxes walks out of the room.
No. Do you think? Seal,
What
do
are you
think
doing?
They do you think East knows
What
about,
are you,
about this? You know,
what are you doing over there?
Maybe.
well, hi. He hides the amulet behind his back.
What are you holding behind your back like a
We're
child
dipping
with
the
his hand?
amulet into the.
Look.
We're dipping the amulet into the well to see if it does anything funny.
Yes.
And we found out,
Like a child
if
with his
you-
hand caught in the
you can-
biscuit tin.
what?
Was just standing there with like a child with his hand caught in the biscuit tin.
I did not eat anything. I definitely.
Yeah, it's not a
Yes.
biscuit. It's not for
Mhm.
eating. Yeah.
And I maybe not didn't put it in my mouth.
You put it in your
Hold on.
mouth.
No.
No, I didn't put it in my mouth.
Wait, Xerxes, check this out. Can I can I try and get the amulet again?
Sure.
Can I make sparks?
Yeah, you make sparks.
Xerxes,
Don't do that.
look at
The
Why
sparks
not?
like fly aggressively off of it.
Why not?
You're going to ruin
I'm still
it.
doing it. If it lets me.
He snatches it out of your hand.
Oh.
The amulet's
Can I
perfectly
grab
fine.
onto it?
Yeah, you can keep holding.
What are you doing right now? What is this? Let go.
We're testing it.
What are you testing? Hmm? What is
The
I hold a great love in my heart for the scientific process. What are you testing right now? Please walk me through.
If the amulet
It's-
melts.
the amulet, it stays cold. It's like really
Mhm.
cold. But if you like,
I'm-
the well is really hot, so it's strange.
I'm really cold when it's hot outside. Is that strange? Are you going to dip me into the molten well?
No,
Should we?
the spear, it get hot, but the amulet does not.
Yeah, like
The twig burns is in there.
I keep sticking the thing into the well, but I'm filling up the steam. It's like
pull it
like
away
hold it
from
out in front
you.
of the- Huh?
She tries to pull it away from you.
Gonna have to make you guys roll.
And I'm not as
Yes.
strong as.
Is Seal like
That
holding
one.
on so profusely? Like,
I mean, it's
Yeah.
like it's not like aggressively, but he's holding on to it.
Xerxes
He's-
aggressively pulls it away.
awesome. Then let's do.
I'm resisting. Is that contested athletics?
We're doing contested athletics.
Oh boy. Natural 20!
I'm gonna kill myself.
25!
You pulse. You're resisting. You like pull a little bit, like a little. Use a little too much strength on accident. It almost like pulls Xerxes entirely forward.
Kinsey like shoves Xerxes to make sure that she doesn't end up in the well.
No, West would definitely be
Movable
putting his arms
object.
out to make sure nobody's falling in the well.
I'm not like grabbing it back, I'm just like holding it into the floor.
Yeah.
Immovable object.
Xerxes, I've been watching them do this for a little while. It seems mostly harmless.
You've been watching them do this.
They're entertaining themselves, I suppose.
We're figuring out do you think if an animal ate it, West was wondering, if an animal ate the amulet, do you think it would like stay intact?
In the digestive tract of the animal?
I guess so.
Because the hot doesn't affect it.
And wait, hold on. Can I like bang it against the side of the well?
Some
What do you
animals
think?
can barely handle eating the fiber of a plant. That is too tough. You think it is going to eat metal?
What happens
Well-
to the fiber?
It shits it out. What are you talking about?
Cool.
Intact?
What?
The fiber intact?
I have to BRB, but you guys keep going.
No, okay. So I was wondering if we take the amulet to east, maybe
Who?
downstairs, east. The
The dragon?
yes.
What?
Mm-hmm.
We have no business talking to the dragon.
I don't
They
like
do not
Maybe we
say
shouldn't
goodbye
feed it to
before.
him either.
I was not going to feed
You
it.
are
to the dragon.
desecrating a holy symbol of a woman who is dead.
We're not desecrating it, it's perfectly intact.
Yes, it is. Very.
Desecration is
so.
symbolic. It is disrespectful.
Well, it did not belong to Litro. It was just on its own.
West, when you leave your home and your items are unattended and they are on their own, do they stop belonging to you just because you're not around?
A lot of them actually belong to Aether.
And they still belong to Aether even when he is not around. Yes.
Yes, but Aether is alive. And I am too.
That does not mean you can make it is worse, honestly, to me that she is dead and you're doing peace.
Mm. Well, if I were to die, my stuff would belong to the world.
They will belong to
nature.
Aether first, number one.
Mm. Stuff that belong to Aether will
Well,
belong
there's
to
no
me
one else
again.
here.
Someone lit these candles.
Okay, I will put it back. West goes to take the amulet.
Hmm.
Unless
I
he's
don't
gonna
know.
put it back, or
Yeah.
Yeah, West says he's going to put it back.
I don't know if Seal's still holding it, but if he is, he gives it back.
I think Seal's still holding it, right?
Yes, you'll still have. Zeus has never managed to get it from him.
Ooh.
Okay, West goes and puts it back. Josh isn't here right now, but guess I'll
Hello.
because
Hi.
okay, yeah. West goes and puts the amulet back,
Okay.
and then grabs a different one
Okay.
and puts it in his bag.
Okay. Cool.
And then comes back.
Yeah, you take an amulet, come out. Sorry. I almost forgot what we were doing for a second.
Mhm.
So, I assume you guys start getting ready for bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get ready.
Does
Each of you-
Seal come sit next to Kinsey?
Yeah.
Kinsey has just like a tiny thing to say. If time has been passing the same, it should be Valen's birthday today.
Oh my god. Happy birthday,
I'm
Valen.
sure he would have loved to play in the hot metal with you.
Do you think so?
Yes,
Yeah.
I do think so.
Did you get that knife for him, or?
Yeah. I don't really know what else I could get him. I mean, his two interests are property damage and violence, so it's kind of hard to pick a gift.
Could,
Um,
second knife. And then it's like a set of them, you know?
yeah, maybe. You're so right. I'm sure Fang will be terribly happy.
It's, you can get matches. Maybe you could get, some of the hot stuff from the well, I don't know. But, you know, bottle
Mhm.
that up, I
Does
guess.
that seem even remotely feasible?
Bottling up like the warm stuff.
Yeah, just like a little bit of it.
I mean, you saw Leecho do it.
Fuck it, Kinsey will fill an ink jar. if he can.
It
Sure,
is-
can still try and help.
It is very hot.
Mhm.
How are you going to do this?
We have empty bottles, right?
Yeah, Kinsey has like an empty ink jar. Okay.
Is the common health potion, would that be like in a vial that's like longer than the
Oh right,
ink
we have
jar?
used.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
have an
okay, I'll
empty
use my old
potion-
health potion vial.
We have empty potion bottles, so I assume like, you know, something taller is better.
Um, both Kinsey and Seal, if you guys could both just roll me like regular intelligence checks, just
Intelligence.
D20 plus your
Cool.
intelligence.
I've got. I can't assist Kinsey in this. This is just on our
Yeah,
own.
on our own.
Okay.
On your own.
I've got no bonus. A 5.
Kinsey,
Uh-huh.
Litro did have very particular vials that she used.
Ah.
Very
are
particular
those
vials
files in the room?
that you saw in the bag as well. In the
Mhm.
Okay, that's Circe's stuff.
Could I
Uh,
go get one of those?
yes, you could go to the bag and collect one of her vials. So
Mhm.
they seem like just extra thick. It's weird that you should still feel heat through these, but
Doesn't Xerxes have the bag?
Yeah,
did
Circe's
you take
took
the
Urgula's
entire bag?
kit.
I mean,
you could.
Uh,
I'm not like putting it against you.
sure. I
Cool.
took it.
While that's happening and Xerxes is distracted, Wes dips this amulet into one and into the next bag.
Okay,
thinking.
so if Xerxes took the whole bag, then Kinsey's gonna go ask her for.
And Seal's just accompanying, like, with his hands behind his back.
Weston is just as cool as before.
Just in case it did anything, he puts it back in his
Yeah,
bag.
no, for sure, for sure.
Xerxes is like sitting over here in this little secluded corner, like writing in her
Mhm.
journal. And she has like Ursatz's crystal out next to her and has been like just talking to it in the silver.
Mhm. Xerxes,
But
you have that bag, of Litro's, right?
yes, yes I do.
Could I borrow the bottles that she used to bottle up the liquid in the well? It might be good to take some with us.
You're not going to burn yourself, are you?
No.
No?
I will do my best not to. I mean, I never intentionally burn myself, but it happens, and he like kind of looks at his hands.
Alright. Alright. She gets up and like brings the bag with her over to the well. What are you trying to do? Just bottle it?
Yeah, like she did. She brought some with us.
Can pull out one of her vials. They have like these little latches
Yeah.
that she used to like hold her hand away from the well when she picked up the liquid.
Okay.
Mhm.
Xerxes like tries to do. She does not want to let the kids drink that. Xerxes tries to do it.
We should probably get multiple so that we can actually like use them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seal's avidly watching.
Yeah, you collect an amount of it. You're kind of like worried to touch the glass, but it like accidentally like grazes. You're like, oh, it's fine. Feels normal. Feels like glass. Which is, and you feel like the hot air coming from the top of the vial. Yeah. And you can collect as many as you want.
Yeah.
How
Collects.
many vials? There's probably like, we'll say there's like 10 empty vials in there.
I guess she'll fill all of them then. If
Cool.
there's like a way, if there's a way for them to be like secured in the bag, yeah, I would assume so.
Yeah, there's ways for them to be
Yeah,
secured. They
so-
were secured before.
She like fills up the bag, I guess, and then hands two to Kinsey. Is
Thank
this what you
you.
wanted then?
Yes.
All right. Don't burn each other. Don't start fires. Don't. What else? What am I missing?
We would never.
You would. You would. I've seen it happen.
Well, thank you. And Kinsey like tucks them away in his bag.
You're welcome, I suppose. Don't thank me, but
All right. You all collect all your things. Kitty and Seal shuffle back to there.
Their little corner.
put the
That's
no
in the
boys
corner
allowed
window.
sign up.
Yep.
Our little window.
So, you guys all set up for the night?
Yep.
Awesome. You watch as the purple haze comes over the church and well settle in with the very nice and peaceful sounds of hard, terrible hail coming down upon the church.
Just like
Yeah.
Texas.
Let it rain blood and
Just
bones.
like Texas. Yes. Wake up the next morning. Morning quotation marks.
Morning, quotation.
Said April 27th.
Our trip to Thanatos was quicker than I thought. So we did get to do the stuff we needed the day that we got here.
Whoa, natural 20.
Wow.
Huh?
Why are
Well,
you rolling a D100?
Uh,
I have
I
a
would
feeling
never
that
roll
might be Droma.
I've never rolled a D100 in my entire life.
You literally got a 33 earlier.
for some weird shit with Xerxes.
Yeah, it's the demon that Xerxes holds in her.
Wait,
Yeah.
when did you roll for
Has a
Xerxes a
5% chance
D100?
of escaping
When did
every
this
day.
happen?
No,
Huh?
no, we were kidding.
No, it was when. Well, no, it was when you were asking Josh a question in DMs, and then Josh rolled a D100 during
Oh, that was for something else.
Yeah.
Here,
it
I'll
was,
roll a
yeah.
D100 right now.
Droma 2.
Oh my
I'll
god.
I'll roll a D100.
66.
I'll roll a
Whoa.
D100.
35.
73. I'm the highest one.
Nobody's messages went through.
Aww. Maybe it's the top 80. And then we'll get it,
Bones.
guys.
Oh my god. Wait, 66, 77.
Whoa!
Whoa! Roll again.
Roll again.
88.
What if I don't get an 88?
Sorry, I took your 88. That was my bad. I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, wait, let me roll a D100 on my dice. Let's see if I get anything fun.
You guys, don't worry. I got a 33. Oh my god.
Whoa! All the
Whoa!
Hello?
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Hello? What? Okay, I fixed it. Oops, I rolled a
If
d20.
I
Got a 30.
No
Should we roll some D4s?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh my god. Oh my
Oh my god!
Holy shit.
Your message went through. Sorry.
Your message
Your
went
message
through.
went through.
You've got like 25 words to say to Sky. Go!
My coconut
Ooh.
cashew.
Or a bit.
Coconut.
22.
Oh my god.
You guys, don't worry, I
14.
got this.
Oh my god, 4. 14 and 4 are
Come on.
some of my numbers.
We keep getting 4 and 3. I feel
What
like.
would that
Oh,
mean?
2, 2.
What's a 4 and 3?
Whoa! Look.
Okay, so you guys
Together
get up.
can be in
Okay,
open
yes.
you,
We
guys,
rolled successfully to get up.
you guys roll successfully to wake up.
We're just on the twos.
The blizzard. I'm Salem. This gives me a notification sound every time you do.
I really want to open a rift.
I was doing it too, to be fair.
It's alright. I just I looked up and it was a wall.
Yes.
Okay.
We're
Okay,
going
so-
home.
Blizzard has seemed to be past entirely. And you guys can start your day.
Whoa.
Would you like to get up and get your horses?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay,
She's
get up.
wasting no time. She is on the schmove.
Alright.
She's on the schmove.
You guys wake up and Xerxes has disappeared.
Wake up. No, she wakes everyone up.
Oh.
No, you guys will get up and start your day.
Woo.
Yeah. Okay, so go to the stables. I guess I can put you on that map.
The stables map.
Yeah, the stables map. This is what the stables look like.
Yeah.
Hi,
Oh my god,
Sarah.
they're so big. There's so
Mhm.
many areas.
The
Lot of
stables are
horses.
massive. You guys
The
collect your
stable is like a city.
The catacombs of 10,000 horses.
horses. You guys can come over. As you guys come over, one of your horse looks up. You're a little waste.
Whoa. You know my name.
Yes.
Do you have?
Well, sure. Okay.
A little bit.
Oh, my internet is shitting itself. This is gonna sound amazing in the VOD later when you can just hear me talking surrounded by blenders.
Would you want to be south?
Sure. South sounds fun. I am south.
Nice. And then we are southwest.
Oh my god. Which way is southwest?
That's like turns in a circle. I do not know.
Okay.
Not the direction we're going. I didn't know Southwest planes were blue.
What's going on?
Are you looking at me?
Wes just named his horse South, and they were like making a Southwest joke, and I was like, let me look at Southwest Airlines for a funny little joke, and then these news articles came up.
Mhm.
Why does it say allegedly?
They have to legally.
That's great. No one else said it.
Why does it like whatever say?
It was weird. I don't know.
Anyway,
Anyway,
you guys gonna take your horses for like the hour to the mountains?
yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna
Wonderful.
speed race a little bit.
And you oh, I can't even say it.
Are we going
Speed
to the
race.
mountains by like right by the soul pool, or just the mountains in general?
I believe mountains in general, right? Or
It Pagama said that the stuff was happening towards the soul pool.
Okay.
Hey, can I move to my bed now?
let me do a nice finisher.
Is this Mortal Kombat?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, it is. If you're
So, as you guys make your way through the city and eventually escape out the other side, looking towards the very, very large mountains in front of you, no purple in sight, aside from the very scary clouds. Continue right forward, and we'll end there for tonight.
Oh man,
Oh boy.
none or left beef.
we got a fun little well moment.
Mhm.
Yeah.
yeah.
Can't wait for this to happen. I don't. I
Goodbye.
think